Hello everyone. Today we're delving into the fascinating world of the laws of human nature by Robert Greene. This enlightening book offers a wealth of insights into human behavior and psychology. Throughout this video, we'll break down key concepts and laws from the book, exploring how they can transform the way we understand ourselves and others. From the law of irrationality to the law of generational myopia, Greene's wisdom promises a riveting journey of self-discovery. Without further ado, let's dive into these laws. Scene script. First up is the law of irrationality. Now, wouldn't it be lovely if we all made rational, logical, and well-thought-out decisions all the time? But alas, we are humans, not machines. And that's where Robert Greene's law of irrationality steps in. It's a fascinating exploration of the irrational aspects of human behavior and how these aspects profoundly influence our decisions. Greene posits that our behavior is not always guided by logic or reason. Instead, our decisions are often shaped by emotional responses, cognitive biases, and subconscious influences. For instance, we may choose a path of action based on a gut feeling, past experiences, or even something as random as the weather affecting our mood. Take cognitive biases, for example. These are mental shortcuts or patterns of thinking that can lead us to make irrational decisions. Confirmation bias, where we favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, is one such cognitive bias that can distort our decision-making process. But here's the kicker. Although these irrational aspects of behavior may seem like obstacles, understanding them can actually empower us. By recognizing that our decisions and those of others are often influenced by factors beyond logic, we can anticipate and adapt to the unpredictable nature of human actions. Imagine you're in a negotiation scenario. By understanding that the other party might be influenced by emotions or biases, you can strategize accordingly. You might appeal to their emotions or subtly guide them to challenge their own biases. The possibilities are endless once you understand the law of irrationality. So the next time you find yourself puzzling over a decision you've made, or someone else's seemingly illogical actions, remember the law of irrationality. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and to understand the deeper, often irrational forces at play. As we see, irrationality is a key player in our decision-making process. It's not about eliminating it, but rather recognizing it, understanding it, and using this knowledge to navigate the complex and exciting landscape of human behavior. Next, we explore the law of narcissism. According to Robert Greene, narcissism is a potent force that shapes human interactions. It's a trait that, to varying degrees, is present in all of us. Yet, when it begins to dominate our behaviors, it can lead to destructive patterns in our relationships and interactions. There are different types of narcissists that Greene identifies in his book. The first is the overt narcissist. This individual is the one we typically think of when we hear the term narcissist. They are often charismatic, charming, and confident, but their self-absorption can lead to a lack of empathy for others. Then we have the covert narcissist. These individuals are more subtle in their narcissistic tendencies. They may play the victim, seeking attention and validation from others. This type of narcissist can be difficult to identify because their narcissism is often masked by their seemingly innocent behavior. Regardless of the type, dealing with a narcissist can be challenging. Greene suggests that understanding and recognizing these tendencies is the first step to managing our interactions with such individuals. It's about setting boundaries, not getting overly emotionally involved, and maintaining a sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on their validation. But what about our own narcissistic tendencies? We all have a bit of narcissism in us. It's part of our human nature. By recognizing our own tendencies, we can work on managing them. It's about fostering empathy, practicing self-awareness, and valuing the perspectives and feelings of others. In various social situations, understanding and managing narcissistic tendencies can empower us. It can help us navigate relationships more effectively, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and foster healthier interactions. Narcissism, in its many forms, is a pervasive and influential force in our lives. Recognizing it in ourselves and others can equip us with the tools to manage it, fostering healthier, more empathetic interactions. Understanding narcissism can indeed be a game changer in our social interactions. Moving on, we encounter the law of role-playing. This intriguing law, as articulated by Robert Greene, revolves around the idea that individuals often adopt different personas in various situations. It's a performance we put on consciously or subconsciously to navigate the social stage that is our world. This role-playing is not necessarily deceptive. It's more about adapting to the needs of the moment, the environment, and the people around us. Imagine you're at a family dinner, then at a job interview, and later hanging out with friends. You'll likely behave differently in each scenario, right? That's the law of role-playing in action. You're the same person, yet you adapt your behavior, your tone, your expressions, even your choice of words to fit each setting. This isn't a negative trait. It's a survival skill, a social tool we use to blend in, connect, and communicate effectively. However, this law also has implications for authenticity. While role-playing can be a useful tool, it's important to maintain a core sense of self amidst the various roles we play. There's a fine line between adapting to a situation and losing oneself in a performance. Embracing this balance is a key aspect of understanding the law of role-playing. Moreover, comprehending this law can significantly enhance our communication skills. By recognizing the roles that we and others play, we can tailor our communication to suit the situation more effectively. It allows us to understand the context, to read between the lines, and to respond in ways that are more likely to resonate with our audience. So, the next time you find yourself in a conversation, try to observe the roles at play. Are you the listener or the speaker, the mentor or the mentee, the friend or the professional? Understanding these dynamics can give you a deeper insight into the conversation and how best to navigate it. Recognizing the roles we play can truly transform our communication. Now that we've explored these laws, let's revisit the key points. We began our journey with the Law of Irrationality. This law underscores the fact that humans, despite their best intentions, often behave irrationally. This irrationality is shaped by emotional responses and cognitive biases, and it can greatly influence our decisions. By recognizing this, we can anticipate and adapt to the unpredictable nature of human actions, leading to better decision-making and interpersonal relationships. Next, we delved into the Law of Narcissism. This law reveals that narcissism is a pervasive force in human interactions, and understanding it can empower us in various social situations. By recognizing and managing narcissistic tendencies, we can navigate our relationships more effectively and ensure that we're not being manipulated or taken advantage of. We then explored the law of role-playing. This law highlights that individuals often adopt different personas in various situations. This role-playing can have significant implications on social dynamics and authenticity. By understanding this law, we can enhance our communication skills and ensure that we're being true to ourselves and others. We also discussed the Law of Compulsive Behavior. This law emphasizes that human behavior is often driven by compulsions that are deeply rooted. Recognizing these compulsions can provide insights into our own and others' actions. By understanding this law, we can break destructive patterns and cultivate positive habits, leading to personal growth and improved relationships. The Law of Covetousness was another key point we covered. This law dives into the dynamics of coveting what others have and the role it plays in social interactions. By understanding this law, we can lead to more empathetic and strategic relationships, fostering a sense of contentment and gratitude. We then moved on to the Law of Shortsightedness. This law argues that humans are inherently short-sighted, often prioritizing immediate gains over long-term benefits. By understanding this law, we can cultivate patience and foresight, leading to better decision-making and long-term success. The law of fickleness was another crucial concept we discussed. This law highlights the fickleness that is a fundamental aspect of human nature and its impact on relationships and social dynamics. By recognizing and navigating fickleness, we can foster more stable and meaningful connections. We also delved into the law of aggression. This law explores the various forms of aggression, both overt and subtle. By understanding this law, we can navigate conflicts, assert ourselves strategically, and avoid unnecessary confrontations, leading to healthier and more peaceful relationships. Finally, we concluded with the law of generational myopia. This law emphasizes that individuals often misunderstand or clash with other generations. By recognizing and appreciating generational differences, we can foster collaboration and understanding, bridging the gap between different age groups. These laws provide a comprehensive framework for understanding human nature. They enable us to gain insights into our own behavior and the behavior of others, enhancing our ability to navigate the complex world of interpersonal relationships. Whether it's dealing with a narcissist, understanding our own irrationalities, or appreciating the role of envy in our lives, these laws illuminate the intricacies of human behavior. Remember, understanding these laws is your key to unlocking a better understanding of yourself and others.